What is up, guys, and welcome to another video. So this will be another progress-ish video. What I will basically do is just show you my GW2Efficiency stats, well, basically my character stats, or account stats, I should say, and then just give you a bit of an insight on what I've been doing in the game and what I've obtained. So this is over the course of 250 something hours. Last time I did it I had around 40 or 50 hours or so. So yeah, let's see how this goes. And I haven't looked in it in a few days, but I guess let's start with the first tab, the account tab, where most of the interesting stuff are. If we can get a value here. So my account value is 1,397 gold, and that is 1,000 excluding the gem store items. So I actually haven't bought anything from the gem store. I guess the 400 gold or so that's counted as gem store are the things you get with the expansions. So that would be the shared inventory slot and what else? I'm sure there's something more. But that is apparently worth a few hundred gold for some reason. I guess they count the if you were to convert it into gems or whatever. And this one I think is probably the most interesting thing on the website, and that is how your account value changes through the days. So as you can see today, yesterday I didn't play at all. And then today I've been playing quite a lot and my gold value has gone up a bit. So I would take these values with a grain of salt, because some of the items are crazy expensive even though they are actually not. I hope that makes sense, because on my first character I got like an aqua breather or something that's apparently worth 40 gold, but obviously it isn't. It's just a skin that has that value for some odd reason. And another thing is that, as you can see, it moves up and down a lot, and I think that's just the natural, you know, supply and demand, as well as, you know, me actually progressing and getting better. But I really doubt that I've obtained like 40, almost 50 gold, or over 50 gold since yesterday. During less than 24 hours, because it's the 17th today. So, well, take them with a grain of salt, and you can use them as to show that at least you're not losing money, I guess. I think this was when I bought Path of Fire, so as you can see that really increased my gold. So let's see, in my wallet right now I have almost 40 gold. I had more, but I crafted the Sinister gear for my Soul Beast. My bank... Wait, what if I click this? Okay, that's the entire wallet. I will go through that later. Just give the overview first. So, material storage. 343 gold is the value. And, you know, I craft and... not craft. I barely craft, but I salvage basically everything I get, so that is why... That is 300 gold. Trading post, sell order. Well, that's just basically the... Yeah, I guess that's the things that I'm currently selling. Apparently they are worth almost 2 gold. Delivery box. Unlocked skins. Yeah, I basically don't really have any skins that are worth anything. 44 gold. I barely have anything in a wardrobe. I think this is where one of the aqua breathers are. Where they apparently are worth like 30 something gold or something. I don't know. That was the case before. I'm not sure if they've maybe changed that. As you can see, I've barely unlocked anything. These are basically just the cheapest things. The most basic things. Unlocked dice. Okay, so apparently those are worth 71 gold. I haven't bought any dice whatsoever. So here are all the unlocked dice that I have. And apparently Cobalt and Flame are worth something. I think I got these for free, or... I don't know. Yeah, I think that you get these from the character booster, if I'm not completely mistaken. Yeah, believe they are. So that's why the value is so high. Unlocked miniatures. Basically, not much. And then no outfits, no finishers. Unlocked recipes, 8 gold. I would assume that the majority of these are just... How is this 8 gold? Oh well, never mind. Let's go on through the interesting stuff. Gem store account upgrades. So these are... I haven't bought any of this. But the shared inventory slots I got from the expansion things. So apparently those are worth close to 400 gold. And here are my characters. So I was actually really surprised by this. My Necromancer, which I have played like, I don't know, 80 or so hours on, I have 49.9 gold. And then on the Soul Beast, which I recently geared up, I have 122. And then on my Mesmer, I have 83. And I've only been playing a few days on it. So that's interesting. So, in the order I created these, I had the Elementalist first, of course, then the Necromancer, and then the Soul Beast, and then the Mesmer. And the Mesmer is the character that I'm currently playing on the most, and I'm really enjoying it. So, let's see through the characters what they have. What could be valued so high? So, yeah, the Ascended Staff is the most expensive thing here. This one is apparently worth some as well. A couple of gold. And then the trinkets are worth some things. Quite ironic that on my first character I don't even have a single piece of Ascended trinkets on it. Alright, I have Scholar runes on it. Aren't those really expensive? But basically kind of cheap equipment otherwise. 122 hours, and I've died 188 deaths. So let's check the Necromancer. I have played... Oh, okay, so 57 hours. And I've died 87 times. That is interesting that I've died so much on the Necromancer. But I guess it's because I've been doing more PvE, actually. I've been doing more fractals on this one and more open world things on the Elementalist. So this basically just Flame Legion stuff, Molten Dagger. I think it's the full except for 3 Zed pieces. And I currently don't have an amulet because I took it and put it on the Soul Beast instead. Or on my Mesmer, I think. And then just some random trinkets. Let's go for the Soul Beast. 122 gold. I'm not sure why it's valued that high. Oh yeah, right. Because of the trinkets. So I have 5 Viper's trinkets on it and then just this to get some more condition damage. I don't have the Ember's Bay, I think it is, where you can get another accessory. So I should really purchase that. Yeah, and then I have basically Sinister gear because Viper's was twice as expensive and I was just interested in testing out the Condi stuff. The bow isn't even Sinister, it's Rampagers because it was the cheapest one. The daggers are Vipers. I played for 30 hours and I've died 40 times. That is also a lot. Wow. And I created it 2 weeks and 4 days ago, almost 3 weeks ago, and I've played 30 hours on it. Wow. Okay. It's quite a lot, and I don't even have underwater weapons on it. And then let's go for the character that I've been playing the most recently. And that is the Chronomancer. So, as you can see, I'm starting to gearing up. I'm in a weird situation right now because I want to get the... I have the Chronomancer utility DPS build or whatever it's called on Meta Battle. And it's basically the same as the QT build. But I haven't really been able to afford and create, well, craft commander stuff. So I'm kind of in a weird mix between Berserker and some commander stuff. I will get full commander trinkets and commander some commander pieces to get the boon duration up to 100%. But yeah, so currently this is basically a... how should I put it? It's basically a power DPS build. It's the... it's actually the most recent Chronomancer build since the Mesmer patch, which drastically changed how the phantasms work. And I've been really enjoying this build. And as you can see, I've died quite a lot. It's because I've been going through the jungle a lot and the monsters there hit a ton. So, yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. Yeah, and I also got the Khalad Ball. So I now have 2 ascended weapons, a staff and a sword. So this one is commanders. And I'm looking to get as much commanders as possible, basically. Going really well. I'm enjoying Chronomancer a lot. Yeah, and as you can see here, this one says 226 hours, but that is because I had a few characters that I've deleted since... and those are not counted. And I've died 360 times, that's 1.59 deaths per hour. That's quite a lot. Okay, so let's go through the stats. Account value, once again, higher than 9% of the characters, so... that really doesn't say anything, because some people in this game are ridiculously rich. So this guy has played for 23,000 hours and have close to 100,000 gold. That is absolutely ridiculous. But let's see where I am. So I had 1.3k and I'm in the range of 0 to 500 hours. And apparently, looking at that, in my range, I'm basically in the middle of this. Where's the playtime? Somewhere around here, right? And 55% of players. I have a decent amount of money considering the playtime I have. Higher than 96% of players. That's actually quite interesting. Oh yeah, and this was when I got the Ascended stuff. So apparently I'm rich in terms of winter berries. That's interesting. Maybe it's something I should go for. So 1% of players have 1.7 thousand, so I'm basically half of that. Or not even. Well, that was interesting. But I guess it's because I've been saving these to get Ascended stuff, Ascended trinkets on the characters. But most people just consume them and buy the materials. Let's look at some Ascended materials. These have been stacking up like crazy and I have no idea what to do with them until I'm creating the Ascended stuff. Because these are apparently... not apparently, these are becoming a real problem. Because some of my accounts' inventories, or my characters' inventories, are really cluttered with these. It's really annoying. And as you can see, I had only a few hundred of these. And ever since I started playing, I've been doing winter berry farms and some like Heart of Thorns events, and they give a ton of these. Bloodstone dust. So this is also becoming somewhat of a problem. The Imperial fragments, I don't really have that many of them. Crystalline ore, I barely have any of them. I've done this event like twice. Airship oil. So badges of honor. Yeah, I haven't actually done world versus, like the proper world versus world, just the Edge of the Mist, I think it's called. And basically no PvP whatsoever. I've done a few matches, but not that it matters that much. So let's go through playtime. 255 hours is the total value apparently. And that is higher than 10%. Wow, people have played this game a lot. So I just checked, and this is basically 3.5 years, so I would assume they just leave the computer on. Playtime per day, I don't really want to check this. Oh, so is this like the average? Oh, so I would assume this is like on average. And it's starting to grow again. So, yeah, that is interesting. Okay. Characters. So I have 4 of them. Okay, so this is where I deleted. Then I created this one just to check some stuff. That is higher than 13. Damn, people make a lot of characters in this game. Max level characters. I have 4, and that is higher than 35%. So that isn't really that special. Deaths. So I swear people are just dying for the sake of dying, but higher than 11%. So that is actually quite nice. Oh yeah, this one is the really interesting things. Salvage. So let's look at back here. I was salvaging, you know, like most people do. And this is kind of where I started doing battle in Tarir when I returned. And as you can see here, it's just crazy. 6,719. And since I've been playing for 250 or so hours, that is a lot of salvages per hour on average. Basically just because of the battle in Tarir. Because you get so many things out of it. So many craftable things. But yeah, that is basically my account. Anyways, thanks for watching and I hope you enjoyed it. And see you later.